was, wow, this was absolutely amazing, ladies and gentlemen. You've seen her before on the show, of course. We love having her. She's none other than Sonia Aziz, a singer, of course, and now a doctor to be. Congratulations on that.
Thank you so much.
So you just cleared your MDCAT is what we call it? Yeah, I've been out of touch for so long. You just cleared it, and your own merit, mashallah, you'll be studying your MBBS along with pursuing your passion.
Exactly.
How are you going to do that?
And that's what she said, Pee jaun sare gham as well, because you know, for anybody who's going to walk in to get treated by Sonia Aziz, ladies and gentlemen, I think she can
do
a
double treat.
Some wonderful magic with her vocals as well, because her vocals are great anyways. But congratulations, you know, we've seen your journey, you know, how you, you know, from a very little young girl, you've grown up to, mashallah, be a doctor, alhamdulillah. Congratulations in the first place. First of all, what was the first reaction from your parents when you told them that other than being a singer, I'm going to be a doctor as well?
They were like, it's a very tough field, so it's your decision, it's your choice. It's a very noble profession and a very serious profession as well, so it's your choice, it's up to you.
Really, it's
and
not
you always
serious.
wanted to be it, right?
Yeah, in conversation with two doctors, you know, they were all right. Do you want to be serious about this profession?
Yes, of course. Studies has always been my first priority, and I always wanted to become a doctor, and that's what I always longed for. And music for me was just an escape and just as a hobby.
But we have so many examples. So imagine, you know, Umar Khalid Bhatt, one of our most amazing anchor persons over here on PTV World. He went to a medical school as well.
Oh, you know, I was shocked to find out.
He did his MBBS as well. And then Salman Ahmed, you know, one of the very famous musicians who actually went to a medical school, you know, dropped out. So imagine somewhere, you know, in third year, in fourth year, if you realize that you're going to be signed by a multinational brand, and that too for singing, would you leave behind medicine and then go and pursue your passion of singing?
My first priority will definitely be medical, and I'm not going to leave this.
That's brilliant. Yeah. You know, which also reminds me of our co-anchor Fahim's wife as well, Dr. Masoom. Right. So
she's a doctor, she's a practicing doctor.
Yeah, she's a practicing doctor, she's a singer, so she does her gigs as well as does her job. Dr. Masoom.
Exactly, she is my inspiration. You know, whenever somebody asks me how you are going to manage MBBS and music simultaneously, so I always give them the example of Dr. Masoom Anwar and Hassan
Rahim.
Sweet.
That's so sweet. Wow. All right, so one question again. When we're talking about studying, generally as well, of course, medicine is just another level of commitment, but generally as well, when you're studying and you have to stay focused for either your exam or your entrance exam or whatsoever, you can't be distracted, and especially your guardian or your parents will be like, phone chhod do, ye chhod do, wo chhod do, padhai, padhai, padhai. So first of all, when you had this sort of a side hobby or an escape rather, it's a great thing. But was someone telling you, okay, beta, if you keep doing this, there's no way you're going to be a doctor?
And before you answer this, you know, this question can only come to a person who has gone through this as well.
Of
so I'm going to ask Shiza first of all. Shiza, did you go through this?
Can I tell you guys something? So for 1 year, of course, I did try for my MDCAT because my parents wanted me to. Wow. They didn't know I don't want to be a doctor, so I didn't do my best. But yes, every other day I used to hear before getting into university, because probably they were worried if I might get into university or not. So it's something you hear all the time. Do people or do your family tell you, okay, nahi, it's only books, what are you doing?
No, my parents are super chill. They always say, beta, they always say, beta, go for music and just enjoy your life. MBBS is not the end of life. Just give it a try.
Wow.
And if you don't get admission, then switch your field, go for biomedical engineering or biotech.
Oh,
even that's what I did, because I did not get admission in my first attempt. So that was a super weird phase. But alhamdulillah, because of my parents' support and everybody, I just switched my field. I go for biomedical engineering, and then I think that few months before my MDCAT, I don't know why I started contemplating where I have been wrong in preparing for my MDCAT last year. And then after mustering up a lot of courage, I just came to the decision, okay, I want to repeat my MDCAT.
Wow, thank you very much for mustering up a lot of courage. You know, it's wonderful, and that you actually had a sense that, okay, you know, I might not have been preparing it the way I should have prepared. I think that's great. But there's one more important aspect to it, and that is that you actually waited an entire year to kind of appear in your MDCAT exam once again, right? So you had to prepare for it. There are a lot of students, what they do is that they would start going to any other university, and will be like, okay, you know, we will kind of give it an attempt, you know, probably next year, and let's see whether we get into it or not. But they continue side by side. Were you studying any other course side by side, or were you just at home preparing?
No, I was just at home preparing for this. I applied in different universities in this field. I also got admission, but I just made up my mind that I want to pursue medical.
Wow, that's wonderful. So what will be your message? Because you had this, I think this was an inner calling, right? You knew this, that you're going to actually pass the MDCAT exam, and that you will be, inshallah, enrolled or enlisted into a medical college, which is wonderful. But a lot of people are not cut out for it, you know, and they might even waste just their ear by listening to what you're trying to say. So I want you to give them a piece of advice that, hey, you know, whatever you do, make sure that your previous track record is as good as yours was, and then kind of contemplate onto whether you're going to kind of get into medical school or not.
First of all, I just want to say that medical is not the end of life. MBBS is not the end of life. There is an open-ended road. You can opt for biomedical, biotech, microbiology, and so many other
Just
fields.
don't study at all.
Yeah, it's your choice. Yeah. But if you're super passionate about medical, then definitely go for gap year. Because hard work and consistency is the key. If you believe in yourself, you will definitely get it. You know, during my gap year, I was actually watching interview of the ASP Amna Beg, Islamabad.
Oh, yeah.
She is my inspiration. She is such a lovely person. I always used to look up to her. So when I was deciding whether I should repeat my MDCAT or not, I was actually watching one of her interview. And then I get to know that she was also not able to pass her test. I don't know what that test is called, but she was also not.
Exam?
She's,
Yes.
I don't know, maybe CSS. She was also not able to pass her test in the first attempt. Then she took a gap year, and then mashallah, she is the ASP now. So she was a huge inspiration. Like if she had given up at that time, she won't be an ASP today. So why not me, and why not you guys?
Wow, and being the SP of the over here on this planet, ladies and gentlemen, is not still the end of the life as well. So you can certainly choose what to do as well. But thank you very much for this wonderful message. And even you are that inspiration for a lot of students out there who still want to be a medical student as well. Well, thank you very much, Sonia, for being with us. We're going to wrap up the show, and we want you to kind of lead us out of the show as well and wrap it up for us. So for everybody who's out there, ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that you write to us on our Facebook page, which is with the name of
Well This Morning.
On Twitter.
Well This Morning without a G.
On Daily Motion in YouTube.
Well This Morning.
On Instagram.
What is it? Well This Morning.
So ladies and gentlemen, please make sure that you look after yourselves as well, and that for everybody who's around you and who surround you as well, remember us all in your prayers. My producer wants to listen to a wonderful song from Miss Sonia Aziz as well. Sonia, the world awaits your magical vocals as well. So please go ahead, take it away. For everybody who's out there, we'll see you tomorrow, inshallah. Please go ahead. What are you going to sing?
Niyat-e-Shauq. It's my father's favorite ghazal, and he asked me to sing this.
Wow,
that's so sweet.
Here's this one for you. Even though you could have done that at home, but it's alright.
नियत-ए-शौक भर न जाए कहीं, नियत-ए-शौक भर न जाए कहीं, तू भी दिल से उतर न जाए कहीं, नियत-ए-शौक भर न जाए